Right now, I am waiting on the severe thunderstorm warning to get triggered for parts of Washington and Beaver County. We have this bow echo here that's been producing some pretty strong winds, and as it's been doing so, we've been getting some reports of damage, but right in here is where we would expect those strongest winds to be. That could get in excess of 60 miles per hour, and that's going to brush by parts of Washington, Beaver County, possibly Allegheny County. So I've been waiting for a warning to get extended from this storm as they've been holding together pretty well. Also down to the south, we've seen some strong to severe thunderstorms. These could push towards Greene County, but where you get these bows in the radar, this would be an indication of where there's some very strong winds pushing behind it. So this is where we would expect it to be moving basically from Steubenville right towards the Burgettstown area on towards Pittsburgh, but the winds do extend quite a bit north of that too. So strong winds coming into play with these storms. There's also the potential for some large hail, and we've seen a couple of these storms get some spin, and that means an isolated tornado can't get ruled out from this. But right now, this particular setup looks more like a straight line wind setup at this very moment as those storms continue to move from basically southwest to northeast, and will continue to do so as we go through the evening. So our severe thunderstorm warnings are in effect back in Ohio and northern West Virginia. We have a severe thunderstorm watch, all the pink shaded counties, up until 10 p.m. tonight. So we have a couple chances to pick up on these storms. You can see those darker clouds over downtown Pittsburgh. There's a Fort Duquesne Bridge. We have 83 degrees, very humid conditions with those dew points in the upper 60s. So we have the moisture, we have the heat, and then there's the cold front coming in. And that's what's really triggering these thunderstorms, and will continue to do so until this thing passes by later tonight and early tomorrow morning. So tonight, it's going to be a bumpy night, especially the evening hours as this first round moves in. There's a second round right behind it. Those storms hopefully will weaken some as they're going to be coming into play around sunset, but we'll have to watch them very closely as they move in. So storms through the next couple of hours. You can see 10 p.m. still those thunderstorms in the area. They move towards central Pennsylvania by 1, 2 o'clock, and then we're looking at some quieter conditions to move in. Maybe some sprinkles early in the morning, but generally clearing skies. And then we'll see maybe some pop-ups trying to redevelop by the time we get into Wednesday afternoon with the heat and humidity going back up. But thunderstorms tonight, some of these strong to severe. Again, it's the winds, it's the potential for hail, and you can't rule out those isolated tornadoes. There's also some very heavy rain in these storms. With how wet it's been, hopefully we wouldn't have to deal with flash flooding, but that's not out of the question either. We're going to become partly cloudy tomorrow. So after the clouds tomorrow morning, we start to see those skies clear up, 80 degrees for your high temperature. And through the day, we're going to get those numbers into the upper 70s and low 80s with a little sunshine to boot. So not a bad looking day tomorrow. Come Wednesday, some afternoon storms, but we could see maybe a quick sprinkle in the morning, but the better chances for thunderstorms in the afternoon. That'll lead to some sunshine on Wednesday, or I should say Thursday. Friday, how about upper 80s with afternoon storms again? You can track all these storms. You can get the alerts. You can see the forecast hour by hour anytime you want it with the KDKA weather app. Tonight's a great night to have it. Just search CBS Pittsburgh in the App Store and in Google.